everyone doing? Good, I hope. My husband took today off because it was the Christmas party thing at work, and the guy that is the main boss, or one of the main bosses down there, is a real douchebag. He quit inviting the retirees, so my husband just doesn't care to go to it anymore. So he took today off as a personal day, which is cool because we have the day together. So nothing really going on. I mean, we're just going to kind of be hanging out, and I'll be doing laundry like I do every day. So yeah, that's all basically that's happening. But I'll take you guys along with me. So we went to the grocery store to pick up stuff for dinner, and I thought for sure that my husband was going to slap the shit out of our cashier before we left. He was absolutely stupid. Anytime if you have a debit card and you run it as credit at that store, you have to show your ID. Now if you run it as a debit, you don't. Doesn't matter how much it's for. Well, we always run ours as credit, so we always have to show our ID. As a result of that, we always just get our ID out. Well, he showed it to the cashier, and the guy goes, okay, swipes the card, which he was slow as fuck to begin with. So he swipes the card, he pushes no, he doesn't want any cash back, and the cashier says, I need to see your ID again. Before you just looked at it. So that was just one of the irritating things that he had to deal with. He was frustrated. Here he comes. I had him working on my camera. Come out of there. This is what I do with my leftover hot dog buns. If we've had hot dogs and maybe I bought too many packages and we're having spaghetti or lasagna, I'll just make garlic bread out of it. Just open it up, cover it in butter, put some garlic powder on it. Usually stay away from the garlic salt. And then broil them. That's perfect garlic bread. You would move. You had your paw on the remote. Do you not like watching the news? You gotta move out of my spot, Bubba. You can tell he's thrilled to do that. He's just getting in a rush. He should slow down a little. It's smoothie time. We've gotten kind of spoiled to these smoothies. And they're not bad for us because I'm just using frozen fruit and fresh fruit and just juice. That's it. That's all I put in mine. I don't add like a bunch of milk or yogurt or anything like that. Just juice and fruit. That's it. Sorry about the running water. So yeah, I'm about to get started on that. And that's really all that's happening. Something crazy happened to me while I was doing dots on my nails, and I'll show you. I was using this striper nail polish that I got at Dollar General. It's called Art Deco, and I also got it in white because I was doing white dots on my red thumbnail and red dots on my ring finger that I painted white. And look at what it did. I put it on a styrofoam plate to use my dotting tool. Look what it did. It ate through it. There and there. The polish ate through the styrofoam. How safe is that to put on my hands that I touch my face with? And you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm a little nervous about it. And this is the first time I've used it, so yeah. guys, so it's the end of the night, so I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. I hope you have a great night and a glorious tomorrow. Hi guys, it's the afternoon. I have not gotten a shit ass thing done today. I just left Dollar Tree. Oh my god. When you gotta hold your bumpers and shit, my lord. When you have to hold your bumpers on with wire or string, you should see this vehicle. This thing looks like a demolition derby car. That one that I just passed, the whole bed of it, it was an old truck, little one. The whole bed of it was just, I mean, mangled. Not dented, not wrecked, mangled. The front bumpers, quarter panels, not bumpers, quarter panels, the side quarter panels, they were mangled. It had the hood literally tied down with string. Come on. As you can see, I still haven't gotten my nails done because I've been busy doing other stuff. I have been wanting to make something for my best friend, but I wasn't real sure that I was going to be able to pull it off, or if I was going to be able to do a good enough job, or even if I could do it. I think I can, and I think I can make it look pretty, but I don't know for sure. So I went to Dollar Tree and bought some ornaments because that's what I need to make it. And you know, if it doesn't turn out looking right, then that's okay. I just disassemble it and start over. It's not that big a deal, and it didn't cost much money. So my lips are super chapped, but I haven't been in the mood to do a damn thing today. I've got all kinds of crap I need to do. I mean, Christmas is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 6 days to Christmas Day. But I need this done in the next 5 days. So I have to get my shit together. I'm just behind this year. I'm not in the mood. I don't know if it's because I'm stressing so much, or if it's because I just don't care about Christmas this year. I usually give two shits about it. It's usually one of my favorite times of the year, and I usually like to do a lot of baking and things like that, but I haven't been feeling good because I've been fighting a head cold. So I think that's what it is. I think it's that I just haven't been feeling good, and I just, I don't know, but I've got to get busy. I got 5 days. So, but what I'm going to do here with this stuff isn't going to take 10 minutes. You know? And I think that's part of it. I'm just procrastinating because I know that what I'm doing is not going to take long. But what if it doesn't look good? Then I got to disassemble and start over. So I need to get my head on my butt and cut it out. Okay, so I'm back home. I'm going to try and make this thing. Wish me luck. And I got home and had a Christmas card from my mother, and honestly, I don't even care to respond. And that sounds shitty, and I'm sorry that sounds shitty, but at this moment I'd really kind of like to cry, because last year at Thanksgiving and Christmas, she sent me a text message. Instead of calling me, she sent me a text message. And I tried calling her, but I got no response. Well, we've been having serious issues between the two of us for the last almost 2 years. And my problem with her is that I believe that a mother and a child should be able to have a personal relationship. One where the child knows something about their parent and their upbringing and those things, you know. I don't think that's too much to ask, really. I mean, I don't. When that's the parent that raised you, you know, I mean, Is it really too much to ask that I know a little bit about your childhood and a little bit about where you come from and a little bit about, you know, just personal things about you? I don't think so. I don't think that's too much to ask. And is it too much to ask that I know what's happening in your life these days? No, I don't think that's too much to ask. However, my mother apparently disagrees with that, because she, quote, end quote, doesn't identify with feelings. That's what she said to me. And I said, that's bullshit, and we both know it. How do you know you ever love anybody if you don't identify feelings? How do you know you're ever in love? How do you know what it's like to experience the love and the joy of the birth of a child? And you've had 4. That's bullshit. And so since that time, she's not wanted to speak to me. She's avoided all my calls. She's avoided, you know, having any kind of communication with me. And that's hurtful. So this year I decided, okay, I'll pull a Sue move and I'll text her on Thanksgiving. So I texted her Thanksgiving. And here it is, almost Christmas, and I've still not gotten a response from her. So today I get this bullshit card. And what she wrote in it was, "May God bless you all, love, Mom." Really? Really? I can go back and look at cards from past, and she's written beautiful things in them, and I don't know what happened, and I don't know where things went wrong, other than the fact that I called her out for being a liar, and I called her out for bullshit. Because I'm the one child of hers that she knows full freaking well will do that. I won't just brush things off and put them aside and say they don't matter and they don't exist, because that's not true. They do matter and they do exist. So I'm the one of her children that has no problem telling people what I think and how I feel about things. And you know that old saying, don't rock the boat? Well, I've always been the one that not only rocked the boat, but chances are tipped it over and probably sank it. So, you know, she knows me. She knows I'm like that. So, no response. Yeah. Okay, so before my battery dies, this is what I have in mind. I have this wire hanger that I've made into kind of a circle. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit more. And my camera's about to die. I've got this beautiful gold ribbon. I bought these 2 ornaments I'm going to use at the top underneath the ribbon. And then I bought these 4 packages of ornaments. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. I've gotten quite a bit of it done. I went ahead and used some of the glass red ornaments that I had, just because I didn't have enough. I should have had twice as many of the gold. At any rate, I'm going to use those 2 that look like this at the top with the bow, and I had these beads, so I'm going to go ahead and put those to use on it, and I'll show you guys. I know it's kind of a mess. I have a big mess going on here in my kitchen, so I'll show you guys when I'm done. So it's time to say goodnight on another end of another vlog. Say goodnight. You say goodnight. You want to say goodnight?
Good night.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great night and a glorious tomorrow.